Well, hey crafty friends, it's Heidi Scott with DIY Dreaming, and on this video tutorial, I'm going to show you something beautiful that you can make using fallen branches, twigs, sticks, different things that you might be able to find in your yard, or maybe in your neighbor's yard, or maybe in a public park, or somewhere where there are trees. So, it is going to be fun, and I'm just using what I have on hand. So as you are hopping on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, feel free to sprinkle, all that good stuff. Yesterday I posted a picture of a bunch of these branches and asked you guys what you thought I was making, and a lot of you guys said a crown of thorns, which I was actually making yesterday. I made that yesterday using some of my Confederate jasmine vine that froze over the winter and has died. So that's not what we're making. What we're going to make is a beautiful sort of square wreath that has maybe a nest and possibly some neutral Dollar Tree flowers on it. We'll see. I'm really not sure exactly where we're going with this, but anyways, I did fiddle around with it a little bit yesterday. I initially started to use some of this wire to hold the base together, and I decided quickly that that was not going to work. It works better if you tie the pieces together. So I have the start of our square wreath right here. And I just did a little crisscross thing with some twine, and then we'll be using hot glue. So let me do this last piece, and then we'll start adding layers. Okay. So this is just inexpensive twine. I don't know where it came from, probably Walmart, and I am just going to go back and forth, and I can scooch things around and make it square in a minute. So hopefully this makes sense what I'm doing right here. And then I'm just going to tie it in a knot on the back and cut the pieces off. The tail off, and this will all be hidden. I'll lift it up in just a second to show you. I honestly don't care if this is perfectly square, but you could do this same idea in whatever shape you might like. I think square is probably the easiest. Sort of square. And we're going to be doing a lot of hot glue of the additional branches, so there will be plenty to hold it stable once we get our layers started. Okay, so here's the start of my wreath. And let me trim. Oops, I did one knot on the front, one on the back. Oh well. So how is everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone is doing good. Oh, Sandra says you're such a true crafter because you're always thinking up the greatest ideas. Love watching you craft. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Okay, so let me give credit where credit is due. I was scrolling on Facebook a few days ago, and I saw a fabulous crafter do something like this, and then she made coffee filter flowers that she put on her wreath, and hers was a different style, but the name of that crafter's page is Just That Perfect Piece. I don't know this gal or know really anything about her, except I really liked this idea. So I'm borrowing the idea, the inspiration, and I am making it my own. Okay, so I have a whole variety of branches. I just went out in my backyard and started picking stuff up. Different sizes. Some of these had like moss on them. I definitely want to use some of those. And some of them, like this one, I don't know what kind of a tree it fell off of, but it still has the little things on the end, which I think are going to be too much for this project. And they're all different lengths. So I'm just going to use wire cutters to trim some of these pieces shorter. And I'm going to have a gigantic mess here. But let's just start adding some layers. We'll layer on the front and the back. Okay, I'm so sorry. My oldest son was calling. Obviously, he does not know that I am live right now. Let's do this one down here because I'm going to do something off to this side. Once I get a few more branches on here, it won't be so wonky. So I hope everyone is having a great day. If you're watching this live, it is Saturday before Easter 2023. And I'm coming live to you from Atlanta, which is where I live. And it is just a yucky, rainy, blah kind of day. So you're just going to keep layering, and I have a bunch of skinnier branches too that we'll use in a little bit. Grab some more glue sticks. So this is my kind of a project because I love a project that is practically free. And I had the nests, I had some of the Dollar Tree flowers, and then I just went out and started picking up sticks. And that's all there was to it, which is perfect if you ask me. Could come back when I'm all finished and tie the corners with twine if I wanted, but I think I'm not going to. I'm hoping it's going to be sturdy enough when it's completed. And we'll trim some of this a little bit shorter. This reminds me of a very kind of rustic type of piece that you would maybe have in a cabin or something like that. And you know, I don't want you guys to get bored. Somebody's saying that she'd love to make things like this, but she has a war with her golden retriever over sticks. Well, I tell you what, go outside when your dog is not outside with you. And I didn't bake any of my sticks. Usually if I'm picking up pine cones or sweet gum balls or anything like that, I will usually bake my my stuff because I don't want any critters to come in the house. But these looked pretty good to me, and so I just didn't think it was really necessary to do that. Maybe it would. I didn't see anything come out. I picked these twigs up yesterday, so no critters have revealed themselves to me yet. Okay, another big piece down here. And then we'll start working with some, what is that? So we'll start working with some smaller pieces. I'm liking it already. Yay. I'm not liking the glue strings. Thank you. I am so sorry. That was my husband calling. Everyone's calling right now while I'm live. And then nobody will call me for days and days and days until I decide to go live. Anyways, so if you are somewhere and you notice some pretty sticks or twigs or branches, grab them and just stick them out in your garage or some in the basement or somewhere, you know, that you can store them until you have a project to do. Because like we did this a few weeks ago, we just made that cross out of some smaller twigs from my yard. So there's lots of things that you can do with twigs. Okay, this is what it's looking like, basically. And I kind of am thinking that I like all the long bits sticking out, so I might not trim those shorter. Okay, so these are some twigs that, these bigger ones came out of the backyard. There's like a forest behind our house. These ones fell out of the trees in our front yard, and I picked these up weeks ago. So let's add a few of these smaller ones. Now, I am going to have to this is kind of like making one of those log cabin things with those Lincoln logs. Does anyone remember Lincoln logs? Oh my gosh, I always loved anything related to creating a house. I loved rearranging the furniture in my Barbie doll house. I loved rearranging the furniture in my bedroom. When I was little, I loved doing Lincoln logs and making little towns and it's gonna stay. So I'm going to add a few more each direction, and then we'll move on and do the flowers and the bird's nest. I kind of like that. So feel free to ask questions, you guys. I am in deep concentration, but I promise you, I don't even need to promise because you know it's the truth, but I do read all of your comments. I just can't always read them while I'm live. You know, multitasking is maybe not my strongest skill. Okay, this needs to be a little bit shorter up here. What are you guys thinking so far? Do you like it? I think it would just be pretty hanging on a door. Hanging, I don't know if I would hang this outside, especially where I live in Georgia. It gets so hot in the summer that I don't know how this would hold up. But I think it could be really pretty just hanging on a door. Okay, what do you guys think? I think I'm going to add a little bit more to the back side of it. Maybe some bigger ones or stronger ones. Just for the bracing. And then we'll flip it over and we will start working on the front. We'll do the bird's nests and the flowers. Thank you so much to everyone who did stars. Thank you. Somebody just said they wouldn't have thought of doing this, but it looks good so far. Yay, I'm so glad you like it. I love a free project. And this is about as close to free as I'm going to probably get. I did not go out and buy any new flowers. I'm just using what I have. I wanted to, but in the spirit of using whatever I have whenever possible, and for you to do the same, I just got in my little box of flowers and got some super boring Dollar Tree neutral flowers out. Is this one long enough to do this? Yes, it is. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you could see the glue strings, they are awful. Look at how weird that one is. Okay, we're going to glue this one on, and then we're going to say good enough. I can get it to lay down. Isn't that cute so far? And absolutely free. And a little bit fragile. Okay, let me move my sticks out of the way so we can get the flowers out. And I didn't pull out any moss. I should have, but I was not thinking about that. I think I am gonna, let's see. I am going to cut these a little bit because they're just way too long. Okay, so like I said at the start of this video, these are Dollar Tree flowers, all in sort of neutral colors. We made something with this last fall. I can't remember exactly what it was. Oh, here it is. I think it was fall. This was a mason jar shape, some Dollar Tree tile, a little burlap pouch, some flowers, some little bits of lace. So, okay, so let's start laying down our biggest flowers first. I'm just going to cut them off of this. I was hoping that I had some lamb's ear on hand, but I did not. Okay, I want my flowers to be mostly on this side, and I'm going to lay down a little bit of greenery just to make things look a little bit neater and cover up some of the mess on the corners. I feel like I'm leaving. I'm going to have to get my heat gun out and go to town on this to get these glue strings off. Man. I am going to cover up most of this green stuff here. I just want that to not look like it's not finished. Okay, so I just took 3 leaves and I'm putting them in the corner, and then I'm going to take a couple more and go up and down, but I'm going to do a different style. Some of these have purple on the tips. Those are pretty. And I might might just cut these apart. Heidi, we are having a beautiful day here in Ohio. Oh, I'm so glad, Ellen. It is so gross in Georgia today. Oh my goodness. But we're supposed to have a pretty day for Easter Sunday tomorrow. So I am hopeful that that will, in fact, be the case. What would we do without these hot gluing devices? Oh my gosh. I could never craft if I didn't have this because I am so impatient that waiting for each step of the gluing to dry would drive me crazy. Some of these leaves I'm putting like underneath the front layer of sticks. Okay, we'll say that's good on that side. Let me hold it up and show you. You definitely want a low temperature hot gluing device for this project. Because you're going to have glue all over your fingers, you just are. Okay, now let's go out this way and then we'll start adding some flowers. I think it's going to be really pretty. So just start sticking stuff in and gluing it down. There's no perfect way to arrange anything, in case you're wondering. And let your project evolve. It's a lot more fun to craft, I think, if you don't necessarily have like your final project in mind, like you don't necessarily have an idea of exactly what you want it to look like. Then you're surprised and, you know, tickled by what you get and not disappointed because it didn't turn out exactly how you were thinking you wanted it to be. Okay. This could be pretty with some succulents on it too. Or some green hydrangeas, you know, or some bright flowers, or tulips, or daffodils, whatever you feel like. So I'm going to start with these two. Just take. So is this what you guys were thinking or anticipating that we would be doing? Is this at all what she might have been thinking that we would do with these twigs? I'm curious to know. Let's take some long things. And thank you. Bonnie says it's pretty. And Diane says no. I'm guessing you're answering that question, that this is not at all what you thought you would be doing. Well, I hope you're liking this project. I am. And the good thing about this project is my flowers came from Dollar Tree. So they were super affordable. My branches came from the yard and they were free. So if I hate it, then it's really no big deal. Because I don't have, you know, like a traditional wreath, I don't have a whole bunch of money into it. So I can just, you know, be happy with where it goes and how it looks, and not be too concerned about the result being perfect. Ooh, and I have some of these fake feathers we'll use too. This might have been easier if I had some floral foam in this project instead of just gluing my flowers directly to all these twigs, but I didn't, so this is going to work just fine. My sister is the master wreath person in our family. She's always making stuff like that, and she's really good at that. I'm not so great with flowers, mostly because I don't really know what I'm doing, but I still like to try. I bought these feathers last fall. They're a little crumpled, but okay, I think I want to use some twine to hold these two together. And that will all be hidden. where can I poke this in? It isn't glued down. I don't think this is turning out too bad for saying that I really don't know what I'm doing. What do you guys think? Just have to be sort of glued to the twig. Oh my gosh, this turned out so cute. Other than the glue strings, I think this is pretty much it. I will stop and evaluate whether it needs something else. I'm kind of thinking it needs either some more of this little greenery stuff poking out with the feathers, or another feather on each part. So what do you guys think? Totally for free. Of course I could put a bow or a ribbon or something on here, but I think it's pretty cute just how it is right here. What do you guys think? I'm not sure that it really needs anything else added to it. Oh, Glenna says it's beautiful. Thank you. You know, as far as crafting goes, sometimes you just have to throw out your preconceived ideas of what you're good at and what you're not good at, and what you can do and what you can't do. And look at things, you know, in a different way than what you, like when I went out in my backyard, I had not noticed that there were a lot of branches down until I went out looking for some branches. But I could be telling myself that I'm not good at floral arrangements and not even try. So I'm just giving myself the grace to play and have fun and see what happens. And I'm pretty happy with how it is working out. I think that is good. See, I added this, and I'll do something similar down here. So tell me in the comments what you think, and for sure, if you decide to make something along this lines, I want to see pictures. Oh, I was going to do a nest, and I completely forgot. let's see if I have anything that would work. I think it's too late for me to come back and add one without it looking like it's not going to work or like it was an afterthought. So I'm going to skip the nest. Okay, well, I will get pictures of this. I'll also get some close-up pictures of the crown of thorns that I made yesterday, and I think I will replay that video later today as well. So if you've missed that, it's really easy and it is pretty beautiful. And I just used the vines that are on our horse fence around our property that got frozen this year, because in Atlanta we had some super cold weather and it probably killed that whole vine. So I just cut a few pieces off and that's what I used to create my crown of thorns. So I'll get close-up pictures of that too. All right, we'll do a this or a this. That's a heart, sort of. Or say something to me in the comments. Check to see if you've liked and followed this page. Thank you so much for the stars. Thank you so much to everyone who's sprinkled this video. That is like honestly, about the best thing that you can do to help me keep growing my page and keep on crafting. Don't hesitate to ask questions. Oh, I see lots of hearts and smiley faces coming up. Okay, and I'm getting a question from Sharon about the flower project from the other day. And here's the sad truth about that. I don't know, Facebook had a weird glitch. And it won't let me replay that video. So I am probably going to re-record it this week. Anyways, here's some of the pieces. I decided to add some more to it. Whoops. I don't have everything glued on yet. Anyways, so I think I will redo that video, show you how to make these, and then we'll finish assembling this. We'll put it on a new piece of jute. I'm going to add lots of buttons to it, so that should be good. And you know what? If you guys don't object, I really want to go grab my crown of thorns and bring it in here to show you guys while I have you here. So I'm going to open the door and run into the dining room real quick, and I will be right back. I'm coming back. Here I am. It's not a perfect round, and it has those little pieces of silver wire that I use to sort of bind everything together. But I think it's a really amazing symbol for what we're celebrating here at Easter and what our Savior was willing to do for each one of us. If there was only you, he would have done it. So anyways, that's what I wanted to show you guys. Hope you liked these projects that were a little bit out of the box for me, or out of my comfort zone. And I'll get pictures, share them here. Hope you have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. And if you're watching this live, I hope that your Easter tomorrow is amazing, that you'll have some time with the people in your life that you love, and some time to spend with your Heavenly Father as well. Okay, see you guys later.